Good morning, it's Emma here from Way to Fitness. How are you this wonderful Wednesday? Let me know. Well, I'm sitting on my front step. There's builders up the road, but I think they finished just for the next 5 minutes. So fingers and toes crossed, we won't be disturbed with lots of drilling. So how are you? I'm pleased to report that the geraniums and marigolds are still blooming, and so are the fuchsias. So that's really nice to look at. Okay, so today's Wednesday. I thought I'd tell you a story. Good morning, Lorna. I'm going to tell you a story that I don't know if you necessarily will have heard before. Okay, now I've got my brand new glasses on, which is confusing me greatly. They're varifocals. I have officially got to the age where I need varifocals. Hi, Lorna. And I'm doing this a lot. I've turned into a nodding dog. Hi, Tracy. Good to see you. It's okay. So today my story is about Joseph Pilates. Now, I didn't even know that man, he existed. Now, let me tell you. So, lots of people have heard the name Pilates. Yeah, good morning to you all. You've heard about, hi Judith, you've heard about the exercise style of Pilates, and you're thinking, I wonder where that name comes from. Anyway, it comes from the man that actually designed it. Joseph Pilates was born in 1888, and he was German, and he we learnt this in my Pilates training, he was a very weak and sickly child who was fairly fed up of being weak and sickly, frankly. So by the time he got to being a young teenager, he thought he wanted to do something about his weak and sickly nature. Hi, Mary. So he started experimenting with lots of different exercise styles. So he did skiing and gymnastics and cycling, a massive selection of exercises to try and build up his strength and his stamina and his flexibility. Anyway, so he then, over the course of the next few years, hi, Mary, turned from this very weak and sickly person to a model. He was so strong and lean, and he was really rather proud of himself. Anyway, he went on to design an exercise style that he called Contrology, control with an ology at the end. Okay, he designed Contrology, and he went on to develop it over the years, and he took it to America, and he set up a school and did classes. Hello, Phil. So so obviously it was Contrology throughout his life is what he called it, and so he did classes. He used two different things. You can have mat-based exercise, but he, to begin with, used something called reformers. They're pieces of sort of machines, a bit like a doctor's examination couch, but with lots of sort of pulleys and ropes. And he used those to improve people's strength, their flexibility, and he was very much into their position. Now, he had a few principles about his exercise style, and I had to look them up. We learnt this in our training, and I had to remind myself of them. So he was very much into alignment. I'm always talking about alignment because so many of our body's issues are because we sit or stand like this. Okay, we might hunch forward, and of course, if our posture isn't great, then it affects how our muscles are. If we're doing this, for example, if I'm hunched over, all right, oh dear, my phone's going to go wobbly, then the muscles on this side will shorten and the muscles on the other side will lengthen. And that's why in Pilates and in exercise in general, our alignment is really important. Again, if we hunch forward, our chest muscles can tighten, our back muscles can lengthen, and of course that then gives us backache and bad posture. And so that's why Pilates is so relevant. Even though it was invented such a long time ago, it has a huge benefit and value in the 21st century. Now, his principles, he talked about the importance of breathing, control. He liked precision. He talked quite a lot. Yeah, so did I, Mary. Here I am. I'm slumping on my step here because of my Wi-Fi trying to get in. Absolutely, we need to sit up straight. Network, let me lean in. He talked a lot about core control. Hello, Laura. So if you imagine our core is a bit like a beer barrel. Okay, it goes all the way around. It's got a top and it's got a bottom. The top of the barrel is our diaphragm. The bottom of our barrel, okay, is our pelvic floor. And then we have muscles that go all the way around. In Pilates, we talk about really connecting with the core, drawing up the pelvic floor a little, 3 out of 10, and imagining we've got like a belt round the middle that we tighten to 3 out of 10. Okay, so it's just that core awareness, and we engage the core while we're exercising, and in fact we should do it all day. And it's really only when we've got feet up, watch the telly, last thing, that we can just go plop. All right. It's really good for us to be able to have a really good awareness of our core. Now, he taught his contrology, helping thousands of people throughout his lifetime. And he died in 1967. I remember that date because that was the year I was born. In the 70s, a man called Alan Herdman, who trained with Joseph Pilates in America, brought Pilates to the United Kingdom. Hi, Sarah. And he set up his first ever practice in Covent Garden, and is still going now. If you look up Alan Herdman, he is still doing Pilates now. Now, he renamed Contrology, was renamed Pilates when Joseph Pilates died, which is really lovely. So hello, Wendy. So that's a really nice thing to have happened. So the reason why I'm telling you this is that Pilates as an exercise style improves our strength, our flexibility, and also develops control and our endurance, that we can keep on going for longer, a bit like the Duracell bunny. So what they've kind of done with Pilates, obviously I'm a Pilates instructor, so I teach Pilates classes. Other styles of exercise have taken themes from Pilates and done them into other exercise styles. But it's about making exercise functional and good for our body. That's why alignment and core is so important. I thought that you might like to hear that story about where the name Pilates came from. It came from the bloke who designed it in the first place. And we have got so much to learn from his basic principles to improve our strength, our flexibility, our control. And we just need to be aware of our alignment too. I'm teaching Pilates this afternoon, Sandford Parish Hall, socially distanced, of course. I am qualified to teach mat-based Pilates, obviously in studios. People use reformers, which are those couches with the hooks and the pulleys and everything. I'm not qualified to do that. That's a completely different training, but it's still working on the same principles. Mat-based Pilates is obviously more accessible to more people, and I think it's fantastic that both are available. And you don't have to have a bad back to enjoy Pilates. If you want to feel longer and stronger, have more control and develop your core strength, then Pilates is a fantastic thing to look at. I teach Pilates using Zoom. So I obviously teach it from my lounge, but I can see, hello Susan, I can see little people on the screen and they follow the instructions that I'm giving and I'm doing. And then I can watch them do it and give some tweaks so that they can do their exercise even more effectively. So I teach Pilates using Zoom and obviously face-to-face in Sandford in Devon. So if you know anyone that wants to come to Sandford in Devon for a face-to-face class, let me know. It's always the first session is free and everyone has to fill out obviously a health screening form first, and I chat to them before they start. But I can only say to you, Pilates is just such a beautiful exercise style. It's very gentle, but gosh, you can work really hard. And all my classes are very much multi-level. So instead of it just being, it's just beginners, okay, I have multi-level of expertise in my class. So I'll have some people working at level 1, I'll try and turn this round. Some people are working a little bit harder, and I will have people that have been doing it for, at least a year or so with me, and they're really rather good. So I teach at 3 levels, and everyone works at their own level, but getting the very best out of the class. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that story this morning. It's not even bedtime. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. I've got Pure Stretch tonight that I'm teaching online, and that is Pure Stretch is a yoga and Pilates mix. It's a beautiful combined class that obviously has the flexibility of yoga, but the strengthening and stretching of Pilates too. It's lovely. So that's 7 o'clock. Hello Emma, that's 7 o'clock tonight on our Way to Fitness Champions page. It doesn't matter if you don't do Facebook, but you're watching me, so you probably do, because we email all our routines to all our members 5 times a week, every day. When there are new sessions, we email everyone so that if they don't do the they don't want to do the class on the Facebook group, then they can enjoy the daily emails, and they can do it the following day. Anyway, hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. I'm back on my step on Friday, and I'll see you all then. Bye.